Peggy 16.
An expedition of bioengineers found themselves trapped on an untamed planet when the Star Union collapsed. In order to survive, the terraformers resorted to their own experimental genetic alterations. Now, generations later, they have resurfaced as the Amazons, an all-female species who have grown to master and exploit their surroundings. With the re-emergence of interstellar travel, the Amazons have detected new threats to their symbiosis and have mobilized to fight those enemies with their highly mobile and stealthy forces, accompanied by genetically engineered alien life forms who carry out their will. Amazons thrive in forested sectors and can use the rapid reforestation technique to spread forest sectors and revitalize wastelands through terraforming. Amazons move fast through such terrain, which most other enemies and factions do not. They can also overgrow enemy colonies to reduce their food income by using entangling overgrowth. Their mastery of nature allows them to expand their colonies quickly, using doctrines like progressive cultivation and ecological construction to get extra food and extra production, respectively, or selective breeding to produce cheaper animal and mounted units. This growth can also be used to harm their enemies. Introduced predators will spawn a nest of genetically modified beasts in target sectors. In combat, the Amazons make use of field pylons, immobile structures that can heal, buff, or call wildlife to come battle their enemies. They have a wide variety of units based on their mastery of nature, like the Huntress, a camouflaged unit with an energy bow equipped with 2 different arrowheads for more versatility on the battlefield. The Shrike, an alien bird that acts as a scout with a laser repeater cannon to keep other aerial units at bay. The Arborean Sentinel, a genetically constructed plant-like creature that can entangle enemies. The Biomancer, capable of scanning life forms for weaknesses. The Pteranodon, a massive alien monster with a roar terrifying enough to cause panic. Plus, the Amazons put lasers on its head. So there's that. With the void storm subsiding and once again making interstellar travel possible, the biotech goddesses of the Amazon have set out to the blasted worlds of the Star Union to establish new natural paradises. Try not to get in their way.
Because that's one of the, we've already showcased the Dvar, which are also kind of into terraforming, but in a very different way compared to the Amazons.
Yeah, they're sort of natural enemies of each other.
Because you get the sense that Amazons perhaps want to protect nature a bit more than the Dvar wanting to exploit nature.
Yeah, depends on your definition of protecting nature, you know.
So let's get into character customization here.
Right, so here we have the card for the Amazon faction. So they specialize in bio and laser weapons.
Yes. And have we seen bioweapons before in any of the other factions?
The Kirko use them, but they combine it with psionics. And the Amazon have the laser technology. You know, you need that for your
bioweapons in this case would be more likely, you know, poison effects, that kind of stuff. Am I correct there?
Corrosive stuff as well. Actually, a lot of our bio stuff is actually armor melting, so it's a bit different from the typical poisons that you see in fantasy. We're going to go in with a Xenoplague.
Ah, the classic Xenoplague.
Yeah, look here, poor little baby attached to this alien parasite, you know, in Uwerson in a yin-yang symbol. So they can just evolve further than where they already, they've already rid themselves of men in their reproductive process, and with the xenoplague, they can go.
Yeah, just get
further.
rid of it.
Yeah.
Just get rid of it.
Yeah, we're gonna go for the Star Union Schooler, so we can research our secret technologies a bit faster. Data repository. So this one will start off with a random tier 1 research group. Amazons are big on research. They are big on biotech. So we're going to go all out research and just race down that research track.
Excellent. Very good.
Okay, we're going to go for the Amazon assault mount. So in this case, for the Amazons, it's the Swift Beak. Those starting mounts or starting vehicles are, of course, race specific. But the Amazons don't use bikes or APCs. They use beasts.
Yeah.
She's decadent. So we get some extra hit points.
Okay. Very nice.
And they've got the supply reduction. But the Amazons are very good with supply, with food and bioengineering, so you should be able to compensate for that decadence. All right, so just don't play notice to this world. It's a bit like on fire, but
it'll be fine once we get down there.
Yeah, it will be fine. This is just atmospheric distortion.
Exactly. Just looks like it's on fire.
Yeah. Here, look. It's the Amazon arrive and it clears up immediately.
Yeah, exactly. I really like all of these drop scenes. They're really cool.
Yeah, they're a bit different from each one. So here we are. Here we have our leader on a cool Swiftbeak.
Swiftbeak is essentially, it's a commander, so it's essentially a vehicle, even though, of course, Swiftbeak is a beast. But why would you want to put your commander on a mount or a vehicle? What are the positive benefits here? Because the previous ones that we've seen so far did not come with a vehicle of any kind.
Yeah, the vehicles come in 2 flavors. There's an assault type and a support type vehicle. The assault types are good for, especially in this case, for melee assaults. So they got a lance which can work on melee range and on this range rate. When you choose this option, you immediately unlock the piloting skills, which also gives versatility to getting new vehicles that you encounter in the field, so you don't need to choose that upgrade manually. But in this case, it's very swift attacks, flanking. But it's risky whenever you take a leader that has melee abilities. Because
yes, of course. And
you need to be more of an advanced
And that might have been why you
player.
picked Decadent, so you got those extra hit points.
Yes. So we got the Amazon Biomancer. This is a support unit. They can scan enemies for weaknesses. They can put enemy creatures to sleep. Works well with the primal override group, where you can, where you, as an operations, you can capture creatures. So we need to treasure this unit for our creature grabbing exploits. A Huntress, firing energy bows with 2 types of arrows, bio ammos and flash arrows, which can blind and stagger enemies. And here we have a little scout.
Yeah, the Shriek.
I also had Strike in my hand.
Maybe it's. I mean, you're the game designer. You literally get to decide this.
We are handicapped non-native English speakers. So here we have our fledgling Amazon colony.
Yes.
So we can look into expanding it. Our research is still locked because we decided to lock research. Turn 1. So we're just looking into maybe upgrading some of our supply for now, because we're decadent. Ooh, here we have the growth.
Oh yes, a NPC faction that it seems to me that that the Amazons might they might be in the same wheelhouse, as it were.
Yeah. They are both close to nature, as you would say. But it also happens that the growth has a number of mods which you can acquire that are very handy to the Amazons, because their unit roster has a bunch of plant units in it. Yeah. And of course they do biochemical damage, so do the growth. So there's a lot of overlap there. So we should try to make friends with them. So let's search for a symbiotic relationship.
I think that's a good idea.
Or we can just go here, because here's some good research facilities. We were making a plan of just racing down the research.
Exactly. Get all the research once we actually have access to the research tree, which, like you said, has been changed previously. I think we've actually shown versions of this game where you had access to it in the first round, but now you get it in the second.
So we discovered the growth dwelling, which are over here. Hello. So if you look here, the trade options, euphoric spores.
Euphoric spores, which is one of those unit mods you talked about that might be good for the Amazons.
Yeah. In the meantime, I'm just going to set a plan for our research.
Yeah. And we got some. We had a perk that we got some extra research, right?
Yep. Look here. I got the frontier facilities. I got the recreational dome and the colony infrastructure upgrades. So
that's nice cool. if you need to deal with happiness early on.
So I'm gonna set that, and we're gonna go for the primal control, which allows us to capture more creatures.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go there via the protective grounding, which has a protective growth tactical operation, which protects the Amazons in combat, and we've got a grounding harness, which is a unit mod giving stagger resistance. So I'm just going to quick combat this. So now we got some extra research speeding up these two. And we're going to go for primal control.
And what's primal control other than it sounds like taking control of primal animals?
Yeah, and it also unlocks the mods that you can control your mounts and creatures better.
I mean that.
Oh, I got a special.
Oh.
A special goodie. You found an intact item, Swelter Braid, inside the analytics and diagnostic chamber. You could find the item. You
need to read louder than that, Leonard, so they actually hear you.
Yeah. Oh, they can read it as well. It's a surprise for me as well. But this is a cool weapon. But I'm going to sell it because we're not the one. We don't want to equip it and lose our cool mount.
Exactly. I was going to say. So
yeah, we could save it up for a different league later.
Because we're like in a normal game situation, you're going to get access to more commanders later on. So it might be if it's an interesting weapon, you just hold on to it, then you try and find a commander that's useful that you can give that weapon to.
Yep.
But in this case, we're just gonna get that research.
The extra, yeah. If you look at the tree, you got the primal control.
So just to confirm how that actually worked, you picked primal control. I think what's it? This turn or last turn. Every turn you get a certain amount of research, and any research you essentially find on the world map is just added into the pool straight away. So in theory, if you find a lot of on-map resources, you can unlock like several steps in the same turn. While that might be very unlikely.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. It gets stored and the research gets saved. So we can start unlocking the Aborians, which are the large woodland creatures, for example. Let's go for that.
And we still have that mission for the growth. But I have a sneaking suspicion that you're more interested in research at the moment.
Yeah, we're gonna go after research. We're gonna annex this sector.
It's about time. Everyone knows this sector belongs to us.
We got a similar stack guarding this location here, and this one might be a little bit more interesting battle because it has a cool site.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's not just a wilderness location.
And that's also one of the things that just keeps being piled on and on and on. New tactical combat maps, and they're all looking really good. And I'm not just saying that because I'm paid to, because they look really good.
All right, let's take these guys out.
Don't believe me? Check this out. Well, as soon as, just look at it. Just look at it.
Yeah. So here we have a couple of beasties, just hanging out at an old quarry.
Yeah, as beasts tend to do.
Yeah, it's a deserted quarry. So we have to be careful with all the red stuff basically explodes. So these give very big bangs, these maybe a little bit smaller. So yeah, you have to be careful with using this as cover. So we're going to be steering clear a little bit. So the Amazons don't have Overwatch.
Oh,
no. At least these bow, they're not as quick maybe as when you have a machine gun ready.
Because I think for most of the other factions we've seen so far, we've seen units that, at least some units that have some
the Amazons
Overwatch.
have Overwatch as well. I think the Aborian has one, but not the Huntress. So he's got some other cool perks like the flash arrow. So these beasts are hopper hounds. They are, if you can see, they've got the sort of like grasshopper legs, meaning that they can jump large distances and knock people back. This one is particularly nasty. It's going to slice people around them in a wide angle.
That doesn't seem good.
So we have to stay away. So that's a nice area of attack, area of effect thing. So you have to be careful. So I'm going to use the flanks here.
They'll never expect us coming from two sides at once.
No. Oh yeah, and this grating here, if you stand, that actually causes fire damage.
Oh,
So
because
that's-
it's possibly electrified.
Yeah. Looks like the beetles are probably just going to jump over it. All right, so operations are still charging.
Yes, and operations, for those that don't remember, they're abilities that are not necessarily tied to... They're tied to you as a player rather than any of your units on the tactical combat, right?
Yeah.
And they're usually stuff that you can research, more powerful later on, but they take a while to charge and they might cost resources.
So I can take a pot shot with the flash angle, hopefully blind this. Resisted. Oh dear.
What? Well, I mean, it's only a bunch of people watching you play your own game, Leonard. So it's fine if you don't.
Yeah,
like...
the random map generator. Yes. Cool.
What a... Well, someone was like, "Nah, I don't want to." Oh no.
Invigorating. Okay, pronounce that.
I don't even see what it was. Stridulations?
Oh, a critical. Thank you. Watch.
Yeah, and
Oh, dear.
so these are essentially jumping and then pushing people away.
Yeah.
So they jump into a square. Oh.
Oh dear.
You're
oh
right.
dear.
You were right, Leonard. This is a more interesting combat.
Right. So what I'm gonna do now is use this stuff that I researched. So I want to use the spell Primal Override,
Yeah.
and it has a higher chance of succeeding when an enemy is entangled or has sleep used on them. And the Biomancer can use sleep.
Okay, so we're going to try and stack our abilities on top of each other for the largest chance of a success here.
Yeah. So we got the Manipulate Sleep ability. So let's stay in cover here and use it on this particular creature. I'm just gonna get very close into danger here. I'm just first see how this all goes down.
Yeah, because that's another thing, right? You don't necessarily. Ooh.
Melee Overwatch. That was the melee Overwatch.
Yeah. In this game, you don't have to take a unit and use all of its action points in one go. You can use a few of them. Use another unit, have their start using their action points, and then go back to the previous one.
Yep.
So,
come on. Yeah.
you got it. So you finally got rid of them, which lets you move your Biomancers slightly further up while not being in range of.
65%.
Oof.
80%.
Well.
Choices.
Yeah. What does Stream Chat think? The red one, 65%, 65%.
Okay.
It's everyone's 65% here.
Okay, we go. Yeah.
Yo.
Thank you, guys. All right.
For once, Stream Chat made it
That was
work.
one roll successful, and now
Yes.
we'd have to do the second one. So
Yeah.
that's the Primal Override. And let's see. Yes. Got it.
Yeah. So we now
Control.
have a cool unit that we didn't have before. Yeah. 65% of the time, it works every time. Oh, that's a.
Yeah, they don't do
That-
a lot of damage,
yeah,
but
they-
they have all a clean shot.
Are you just gonna hunker down and hope for the best, or are you gonna try and?
They're warrior women. I mean, they
Yeah,
go
they-
down
yeah,
in a
they-
blaze of glory.
Of course.
All for the Amazonian ideals.
They lived the best life they could have lived.
Absolutely.
They died on the battlefield, destroying bugs,
Yep.
which somehow are an affront to nature, I'm sure.
These particular bugs are.
Yeah.
They've not been subjugated by the Amazons yet.
Okay, now our commander can actually go do some work here.
Critical.
Oh, taking all glory hounding it.
Yeah.
Or essentially just kill stealing it, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, well the independent forces are running
no.
a bit low.
Oh.
Oh wow. Okay. I'll be honest. You didn't expect that to happen, did you?
I didn't expect that to happen, though. But I'm not really good at playing my own game. This character is still offline. It is still sleeping.
Oh yeah.
Because we slapped it. That's the downside. You raise your chances, but you lose the ability to use it for 1 or 2 turns.
Galaxy Brain over
it's
over
not
here.
hot code. It actually.
No, it's like it's working as intended.
It's working as intended, but not to our advantage.
No.
Okay, but we can heal our glorious leader. So let's do that.
Very nice.
Take some shots.
So far, the Biomancers have been really useful.
Yeah. Support units are, when used well, they're very useful. That's one of the things that went well in this battle.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, all of its life bar is flashing right now, but that doesn't necessarily mean for that to all die. We actually have to hit with everything.
It still has its 3 action points, so it will retaliate. But I think I'm gonna survive it. All right.
Yeah, you
killed it.
Murdering it is always an option.
Yep. All right.
We did it. We even got Steam achievements. Sweet.
Yeah.
We finally got the abandoned quarry. It's ours, but more importantly, we have a new unit on the map.
Look here. So this is a little display. And as far as unit domination on the battlefield, that was a bit of a controversial topic in Age of Wonders 3. The Amazons are one of the few that still have this, that have the acquisition of units that outlast the duration of battle.
Yeah.
It only works in wildlife, and you need to have a particular operation ready, and it is so very conditional. Yeah. All right, so let's jump forward in time. All right, so let's load.
There we go. Welcome to the future. It's now turn
33.
Yes.
So the Amazons have expanded their colony. So they've built a research facility. You see here the nice little graphic of this research sector. It's got a research station in it. Giving us
plus 10 research return. Very nice.
Yep.
Lots of eggheads in there just thinking about things. We've removed the thing that the growth didn't like that used to hang out in that sector. Have we expanded as well?
We have got a
oh, look, gross.
Dwarf.
Ah,
no. Look at him. Corvin insulted me.
Oh yeah,
the fall of the Star Union was caused by incompetence like me. That means war. No. We got a minor reputation penalty here.
I don't think we've talked about the rep penalties and stuff for war. Does it mainly matter for your own population when it comes to?
Well, there's 2 factors. The reputation is your reputation in the world. So especially how other factions see you.
Yeah.
And then there's your morale, so how your own people see you. So they're 2 different things.
Yeah.
So one actually goes up and the other goes down in this particular situation.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, so there might be some dwarf marching towards our place soon. So how about we throw some woods?
Yeah, I think we should. I think we should definitely do some rapid reforestation.
So there we go. Wow.
Oh, look at it.
Yeah.
It's so nice and lush.
So what does this mean?
We now have a forest.
Forest as a sector property. And of course the Amazons have a bunch of doctrines. We got ecological construction.
Yeah, so for your we get more production for every forest sector in its domain. Okay, so an Arcadian sector. I'm not entirely sure what constitutes an Arcadian sector.
Arcadian sectors are a particular climate.
Okay.
This is actually fungal. Ecological construction.
So this is the one that matters.
Extra production for for forest.
Yeah,
So
and we can see that cost us 100 energy and 10 of the stuff that I never remember what it actually is. So it will quickly over the
Operation
turns.
points.
Yes, operation points.
Yeah.
So that will hopefully pay for itself in production over
over time.
yeah.
Let's see how our research is going. We are researching the Pteranodon commune, which is, of course,
That's a very important commune.
yeah, that gives us a very important beastie of the Amazons.
Everyone loves it.
Yeah. So what's cool about these things is that if a particular unit has a mount associated with it, that mount is also unlocked for your leader. So in this case, the Pteranodon.
So we can have what you're saying is that we can have our leader ride a Pteranodon.
As well, yeah. Next to you being able to produce it.
Yes.
So that's cool.
Yes.
Just one turn away. All right, so let's take a look at the strategic situation here. So they're encroaching us here. We're moving on this particular smaller outpost here. So we can probably take that on quite easy. They are heading towards our friends.
Oh no, not the growth.
The growth.
I can't.
Yeah.
But they're so nice.
Yeah, let's see. Let's trade with you. So we can buy some units. So this is at the lowest tier. We've also reached the friendship tier.
Yeah.
So we can get the vine buds, flowering node, verdant growth. So this is
An operation.
yeah, it's a doctrine.
Oh yeah.
So each food sector generates 10 extra food. So that's pretty big.
Yeah.
That's big. We got the euphoric spores, euphoria-inducing spores, giving 400 morale and have +4 psionic resistance, 5 extra health, and it works on Aborian and plant units. So the Aborian units are unique to the Amazons. So we can use this on our units in addition to the plants that we buy from them. And we got the sprouting infestation. So, well, I think we have to help our friends here and attack that particular group.
Yes, we should. I feel like we should just get rid of it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good idea.
Yep. I'm gonna end the turn. So we have the Pteranodon.
And this is
Oh, they're just. I thought we were friends. Look at this.
the monster. Wow.
They're asking for Cosmite. No.
I mean, for those that don't know, Cosmite is
Very
really
rare, yeah.
it's really important for us for our unit mods and stuff. And that's, I feel like it's a bit of a, I wouldn't say it's a stab in the back, but it's them demanding possibly, you know.
We will ask them for a quest, see what they have to do.
Yeah.
I mean, at least we'll buy us some time.
Exactly. Like I'm
The greenhouse effect.
not
Oh, that
angry.
one.
I'm just disappointed.
We
So
need to build greenhouse parts for the plants.
okay, in 10. Whew.
Yeah.
Can we build that many greenhouse parts in 10 turns?
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out in 10 turns.
We can have multiple colonies working on that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Cool. So we did we unlocked the cool Pteranodon. So let's
Yes,
go
because that.
in.
So normally, of course, if we wanted a Pteranodon, we'd have to produce the unit. But like you said, because it's also a mount, we can just.
Yep. We can just go to the shop and 40 Cosmite. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's worth it.
Ooh.
So,
Look at that.
okay.
Bye.
It's massive.
We're gonna make you a test species for the new step in the evolution of the Amazon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Xenoplague parasite. Grounding harass. So here, little thingy strapped on our back.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all. That seems totally normal.
Yeah, I mean it's just working their way into our body. It's just okay.
Yes, and of course when you do make mods, you have the option of creating templates, which is great because it's so much easier to produce the templated units afterwards. And you can give them cool names.
Rooted.
That's less cool.
Next step. But let's go in and take out this colony. Have you done a colony siege before?
No, I have not actually,
All right.
and I'm really pumped because you showed me some snippets of this, and it's looking really cool.
There we go. Here, the Dwar colony.
Yeah, it's like there's no grass anywhere.
No,
Ugh.
it's despicable.
Yeah, so much metal.
It's like, oh, they're Prometheans as well.
Ah, ugh, oh, that's
look
not
at
xenoplaguey at all.
They got tanks. They got Promethean flamethrowers, a leader or a hero setting up their trenches. Oh dear.
That's a lot. You know what? That's a lot of them.
Yeah, they've got a garrison as well. So that's the militia that will help them out in battle.
Yeah, and that's specifically for those cases where you attack a colony or
Yeah. All right.
any settlement, I guess.
So let's take a quick look at some of the new units that we're seeing here. So this is an Oborian. This is sort of like a cool plant creature. You see his little eyes, probably genetically sculpted by the Amazons, not a natural being.
To perfection, I might add.
Not modded in any way or form.
Because it's already perfect.
Yeah, we could have thrown the...
Or, you know, we
made it less with more tentacles from
Yes.
the growth. More tentacles. Oh, look, here's our leader. Our glorious leader. Sitting on the... on the mount. So we have cool rapid laser cannons. We can still throw our grenade. We have a mighty roar, which will panic enemies.
Which is really powerful.
Yeah, and we got a bombardon, which is a sort of artillery unit. It's the ugliest unit in the Amazon lineup, if I ever think. It's just a big sort of toad creature. This is just this primary thing is just moving this cannon, but it's amphibious, so that's what it's got going for it.
Oh, that's nice. Because I mean, we haven't actually shown off any aquatic battles, but those are available. Like there are aquatic sectors that you can fight over and claim.
Yeah, we should do that in one of the next.
Yeah, we should.
One of the next streams. So we have a Harrier here. So that's a flying dino with lasers.
You know what? The dinosaurs aren't just enough. We should put lasers on them. Let's
go. Yeah, let's move this fat toad into position here.
Yes.
So we moved. So this indicator shows that this needs all 3 action points to fire. So these are new indicators we added, I think, since the last stream.
Yeah.
So this requires 1, but has a repeating shot of 3. But we can only shoot 1 time now because we've moved. So let's take a pot shot.
Let's get that biocannon going.
Yep. I think we've angered it now. We've scratched its perfect surface.
And we were talking about how like the Dvar have a lot of armor, and we should hopefully have a lot of corrosive types of damage, which destroys that.
Yep.
Thus negating one of their strong points. Yeah, and that's another commander, right? The one.
Nope.
No, not that one. I'm talking about the.
Yeah, that's another hero. Yep.
Yes,
you're right. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Are all of them commanders, or do you have one commander and the rest are heroes?
Yeah, there's one commander per faction.
Yes.
And the rest we call heroes, but they have the same sort of upgrade potential.
Yeah.
So this one is a melee one with a sort of, what is her name? Maraka the Entangler. Ooh. She looks dangerous.
I'm sure she's.
You got a Psytech staff, which can blast psionic energy and dark vines. So this is one of the. We're talking about Overwatch. This is one of the Amazon units that has Overwatch. Let's see where I can stick him. Here. There goes the plant creature. There we go. All right, we're done.
Excellent.
Let's see.
Gonna.
Oh, they're going after my leader. Oh dear.
That's why I don't understand why they always want to. Why do you always want to fight your leader? It's like they know that it's good to take out
there
the
goes
leader.
the cover. Yeah. Oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna do some while you keep.
Oh no.
While you keep the fight going, I'm gonna fix some things in Twitch chat here. So
Dwarf Promethean setting the house on fire, critting all over the place.
That is unacceptable behavior. Someone who made the game should have a talk about that and stop them from doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, so luckily not staggered. Area of effect damage here. There we go. Splat. All right, so these need to get out of here as soon as possible. So I've got a problem here as well. Not the spammer, but the fact that I've got laser cannons, and the Prometheans tend to be thermal resistant.
Ah, that's a. If only there was another way.
Yeah.
We could solve that.
So look at this. So I can probably take out this regular dwarf, but not this guy. I need to focus my my bio damage on them. So these all have lasers as well, which is not so handy. So okay, I like killing stuff. So
yeah, we should, I agree. I feel like we should kill something.
Yeah, let's.
We should also hit it, like.
These guys can take a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Can do a lot of damage close by. So, damn, there goes the plan as to like fully taking something out. Let's take that one out. Okay, cool.
There we go. Okay, that's one.
That's one.
That's one. Yeah, are you doing a tactical retreat?
Yeah, we can do a tactical retreat and see if we can flank the. We'll get these the leader to the place where she does the most damage. Let's take the Bio Blaster and just take some.
Just put some damage on it.
Yeah.
Get that.
There we go.
Get that gracing going.
So more bio shots here.
But this, that unit is essentially, would you say that that's currently the main damage dealer of the Dvar force?
The tank is pretty dangerous, and we shouldn't forget about this sniping hero, this camping here. This is
so there are a lot of things we need to deal with.
There's a lot of things we need to deal with. Yeah, we got operations though. So one of them is the parasitic strike. So when we target an enemy, it infects them with a xenoplague parasite. That means that if they die, they will cause to spawn a low-tier xenoplague unit, which we will get after the combat, which is cool.
Yes.
But it also has the chance to infect other people of the enemies. So how about we do that?
I think show off the coolest thing we have, because we've been talking a lot, and we've actually been talking for like an hour about the Amazons, which is what we had planned. I don't mind doing a bit more and taking a few more turns of the combat, but we might not be able to complete it.
Yeah. Okay.
If we're gonna do some Q&A, which I think we should, because otherwise Jimmy and Sana and the community team are going to be really, really annoyed with us, and I don't want that to happen because he's so much taller than me.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, should we move to the Q&A now?
I would like you to show off some more of the abilities if you can, especially the Pteranodon.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's important. But I guess this also kind of showcases how dangerous it can be to go up against, for example, a Dvor colony or any type of colony. That you have to be prepared for the type of attack the faction you're up against is going to pull.
Oh dear.
Oh, not the Toad!
Toad is dead. Oh, that's an area of effect damage. These are infected.
They're mostly okay.
Mostly okay. Crit.
Oh no.
Bloody scout unit. So let's get in the light cavalry.
Yeah, poke poke. Very nice.
And there we go with the Let's use the dark tentacles. Ah. Psionic tentacles.
Yes, it's horrendous.
And here we go with the laser cannons, just going full on,
Yeah, let's
just against the tank. Bam!
actually did a decent amount of damage.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not surprised. It's a Pteranodon.
Yeah, but it's also not a Promethean unit, so
Yeah.
they don't have the thermal weakness or thermal resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think maybe it's time.